All right, as I continue as we go through the playoffs to do these aftermath videos, taking a look at the teams that get ousted from the playoffs, what may have they done different. Now, of course, difficult situation here, starting quarterback not in conference championship game. It's just a tough scenario for any quarterback, especially one that hasn't played in a couple years, hasn't thrown a ball in a couple years. I know how much confidence they had in Jarrett Stidham, but just a tough road to go. But with that being said, obviously you start in a game like this and there's expectations of playing at a particular level. So let's, bounce through the tape here. A lot of plays here, kind of taking a look at every play that they're doing. Okay, so here's the first part. Always hard, that feel in the pocket and that understanding of what's going on to settle in and make plays. So right here, it's really just a kind of an all-go situation with the shallow in this third down situation. Okay, not great protection as the guy leaks here, but settle in the pocket and just take your shallow route right here. It's really what it's designed for. There's your shallow route, right? You settle in, you take that shallow route right here. I think he turns up and gets the first down. But okay, early in the game, championship game, I get it. A little uncomfortable, trying to get a feel for the game. First throw just becomes a throwaway. Okay, it's one of my favorite concepts here. It's a concept called bullets. Okay, so this is a bullets route. It's kind of a half swing, half shoot route over here. And I don't like this, but a lot of teams, when they run this, I like to just put a hook on here that can always bounce outside against man. A lot of teams like to go out of their way to try to set a rub. Okay, so they're trying to run at this linebacker and set a rub. I don't like that as much because it takes the complete route away from this guy because he's going out of his way to get a rub. So you'll watch right here. See that right there? He's going out of his way to get a rub. Like, to me, it's just run and replace that linebacker. If that linebacker wants to cover the bullets, then you're going to be open. But instead, we run 2 yards and we kind of cover ourselves up and we pretend like we're, running a route, but we're changing everything up and it condenses everything over there. But as you see right here, really what we want to do, and again, we can't do it because of, look at the spacing of these two guys. But we see this linebacker take off running to the back. So if we were to do this again, and I just said, I want you to run at the inside number of this guy right here. Okay, I want you to get 5 yards deep, and I want you to run kind of at his underneath shoulder. Okay, so I want to try to force him to go over the top in this situation, corner off. I want to try to take this. But if he runs hard over the top or even dips underneath, then we're just going to replace him with the hook. So if that were to happen, what would happen right here? Receiver would go right there. He'd be wide open. This thing would be an easy read. Instead, we're clogging this thing up. But in clogging it up, okay, this guy turns and runs. Stay there. Okay, stay there and take the hook. And again, I don't like it. I don't like the spacing. I don't like how they did it here. And now they've got color because, again, it doesn't become clean from a spacing standpoint, an in and out standpoint, because we run about 2 yards on the hook route. Nonetheless, when I see that linebacker turn and run, I should replace there with the hook. It may have been just because of the bad route right there, and I get it. He's starting to see color already. And again, early in the game, trying to get a feel, trying to get a sense of what's going on. But that's one option. The other option that you have is they're running what I call flock. So it's here, it's a hook here, and it's a one-step route out here. So the other option he could have is just to come right out to this side and take this or read this linebacker right here. If he buzzes hard to the one step, replace him with the hook. If he stays tucked inside like he does right there, you can just throw your one step here. And again, I know it's a fullback out there, but you throw your one step, you pick up 5-6 yards here on first down, and you move on. But instead, a little uncomfortable. And again, the route wasn't great. And now it becomes a scramble. And we try to make the throw down the field, just not able to hit that either. So you always give guys leniency, especially in this situation, because of the nature of the situation he's been thrown into and hasn't played in a while and all that stuff. Okay, so here it looks like he checks. They're in an all-out blitz. This comes into play later in the game, but they're in an all-out blitz, what we call blitz zero. If he checks this is awesome. They're going to run a screen here, get the offensive line out here, and you can see what the possibilities are if he makes this throw. Okay, we make that throw right there. Man, we got a blocker here. We got a blocker here. That may go for 6. Now, they get 6 on this drive, so it doesn't really hurt them right here. But a throw that you just have to make, and again, you can just see a little bit antsy, moving a little bit fast early in this game. Understandable, but missed opportunity there, probably for a touchdown. But as I said, they come back on this particular drive, and he hits a big one. Okay, so they're running kind of a dagger concept here with the big end, something that they love to run. It looks like they're putting a post on the back side here. So Stidham does a nice job here of, they're showing a cover 3. They rotate late into kind of a quarters look. He does a nice job. Keep your eyes on the guy that I had circled, the backside safety. See how he turns his hips and kind of settles. He's looking over here to the 3-receiver, 4-receiver set to that side, which leaves a one-on-one over here. And I know everybody's like, oh, Gonzalez gave up this, big play here, but I think he expected to have safety help there. They just pushed to it. Nice job here, laying it out there. Big play. Right off the bat, good read off the backside safety, and a really nice balanced, perfect throw on the deep post. So then you like to think, okay, settle him in right there. Got a nice throw. He was a little antsy early, but maybe that settles him in. Nice job here with the naked bootleg. Okay, naked bootleg. You're always going to have some sort of corner route, have something coming to the flat, so they've got a shallow and the crosser, just like always. So I like the play call. Give him something, let him get out in space so he doesn't have to see the entire field, and just let him play ball. A lot of guys, it's a way to, settle them down, because it's just like, go play backyard football. Get out there, make a play with your legs. If you see something, take it. Nice job here. Corner comes down. They get the easy corner route over the top. Nice throw here by Stiddy, as they call him, and a good start, even though, first few plays, a little bit shaky, but settles in, big post throw, nice corner throw there for the touchdown. If you're a Bronco fan, you're feeling pretty good that he kind of weathered that early storm, and now we're coming out to play. Okay, so another naked bootleg here. And again, you see all the elements. You got something to the flat, corner, cross. Okay, so all those different elements here on the naked bootleg. Comes out, I think he does a nice job right here. You don't really have the corner route. The safety is leveraged outside. Don't think you have the flat initially because there's 2 bodies there. So you kind of look to see if you can get the cross, but he does a nice job of kind of going flat to cross or deeper routes, and then he comes back to the flat here to get a completion. So Patriots cover it pretty well, but you see the corner has it covered, then he falls back. Nice job by Stidham to just stay there, play this thing out, get the completion, and move the chains. Okay, so just missed this one. But again, they're going to have what we call a semi, which is like a 12-yard out right here. Okay, and then they're going to run the big in to the backside, a hook route to the front side. So what we're looking at here, if you're going to read front side first, with it looks like he does. Okay, got corner off. Okay, got corner off. I'm going to look as soon as I see the corner off, his hips turn inside. I'm thinking here to 1. Okay, and then if the outside linebacker buzzes underneath it, I'm going to think hook 2. I can come back late to the end, no problem. We get a good look that we like, kind of a man-to-man situation. Okay, but here's the initial throw. Look into that side, corner sitting way off, boom, take that throw right there, 3rd down, got a chance to complete it. Now he comes back to this end. This end is being pressed, and so when you see press coverage as a quarterback, you got to just be a little bit more patient. You see, the drop kind of messes him up because he's dropping to the quick throw to the right. He quick sets, and now he's ahead of the game to this end. Obviously, a little bit more pressure in his face because didn't take maybe the full drop that you would take. So he has to let it go a little bit early. Cortland Sutton is still getting off the press right here, and I know this kind of hit him on the back hip. Did hit him in both hands, but a really tough catch when you're coming off contact like that, and he just gets his head around and the ball is there, so just a little bit early. But I think the biggest thing is, man, you got a free access play right here. Come back, see it, put your foot in the ground, and rip that one, and I think you got a first down right here. Okay, nice job right here, just running the normal stick concept, and then they're going to come out with kind of the double goes, seam concept to the front side, but it's really just a pure progression, I believe. Kind of working it there, back's coming out the front side, so you kind of work through it there. He comes out, I like it. This backer tucked inside, this corner's way deep. You just take the quick flat right now. Go get a completion. Nice job. Okay, moving the football. Pass of 50, another first down. All right, not really sure. Like, these are things that kind of frustrate me because they're going to run what I call 76. Okay, so 7 is a corner, 6 is a curl. Anytime you have a curl, you really want a flat getting out underneath the curl. But I don't like this from a spacing standpoint, because this flat not only is coming from the tailback deep in the backfield and has to come all the way out and get outside the curl if you're going to throw it. He's also going to chip here a little bit, like right there he's going to chip. So this is the spacing that you get, okay? So you can't really throw the corner because there's 2 guys back. You'd love to throw the curl, but you really need to isolate this guy right here. So I need my flat outside that guy so he can give me a read. He stays tucked inside. I'm going to throw the flat. He goes and widens to the flat. Now I got a chance for the curl. This here gives the quarterback absolutely no chance to do anything right here. So he does a nice job. He dumps it to the back. There's no look down the field. But again, I just always wonder, like, what's the plan? I mean, we got to tell this guy, you got to go. On this play, you have got to go. If that's all we have on a route is this curl and a flat, if you're slow, all you're going to do is be covered by this guy, and you're going to allow him to cover the curl as well. So there's really nothing happening here for him. Nice job just dumping it off, getting some sort of positive play here when there's really nothing going for him down the field. But as you guys know, I'm always fascinated by details, 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 details. Okay, so here we come back to that same bullets concept. I wish this guy would just get wider here. You go too much downfield, and the quarterback doesn't feel comfortable throwing it because you've got bodies here. But with these guys, as soft as they are, if you just have your back, okay, so we always say, you know, it starts as kind of a swing and then turns into a shoot. So if the back just goes more flat there to outside the numbers, boom, you take that throw right now, right here, and make these guys come down and make the tackle. But when you go too much upfield like this, okay, so again, still, I think he's got the throw right there. Even though it's a little bit up the field more than I want it, he's got the throw right there if he's ready for it. But nonetheless, he reads this guy. Okay, we talked about that on the last time. He reads that guy gets outside. Nice job. Learning from that first one. Boom. Hitting the hook right behind him. Again, I would rather him just go right here. Go to his inside number right there. Don't try to pick him. Just go to his inside number and make him make a decision, right? We get just the same kind of effect that we want in terms of getting somebody open by going to the inside of him. If he wants to stop me to the inside, I've done my job. If he wants to go flying to the outside, now I'm going to replace him and I'm going to get the quick throw. Instead, you see how he chases him. And what's that do? When we chase him and get width, look at these guys. They're at the same width right now. So if I want to throw the back, I've done nothing to this guy in terms of condensing him to give the back an opportunity. He's got leverage. He's in a great position where he can still come off of that and tackle the back. And if I want to throw the hook, it doesn't give me any advantage because I'm sitting right there in the same spot where he's at. if I'm 2 or 3 yards inside, now quarterback gets a quick read, guy gets outside of me, bang, I replace with the hook. Now again, he gets it here, but these details to everything. I want to understand why we do it this way. Don't go out of your way to get a rub. Just go out of your way to run the exact spacing that you want. Yes, we're going to run it in a way that hopefully we can get a rub with the course of our route. But if we can't, we're going to open somebody up. That becomes so important on these plays. But nice job sitting in here and finding the hook, even though I'm not a real big fan of the concept. And I shouldn't even say the concept. I'm not a fan of the details of that concept. I actually love that concept. Okay, thought this was one of his better throws on the day. We've got a corner, and then I'm not sure if this is a choice route where he's got the option to break in or out, or if this is a quick out and we're just running a high-low over there. But either way, I thought he does a nice job here, getting back, confident, quick set, ripping it to the outside. And again, we're moving the chains. So there's some good things happening here. Third down situation, moving the chains, 35-yard line. So after those shaky first couple plays, I feel like when he's had some opportunities, he's done a nice job with those opportunities. And we're moving. Now we're on the 20-yard line. Okay, so this one's a bit tough. So this is what, and again, this could be a choice route again, or it could just be an automatic out route. So that's what I call goat, a go and an out. I call it goat. Back here, they're going to run that same sort of double go with the two tight ends and the back swinging over there. All right, you're getting a quarters coverage right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so what does that mean to me? If I'm seeing a quarters coverage, I'm probably not going to have either of the goes on the top because I've got a safety and a corner over there. They're going to have a linebacker that's in position to match to the back, although they're probably doing this more like a pure progression read where I'm going to read to the right and come back to the left. But if I see quarters, my goal has to be to try to throw this over here. And I'm going to throw this in quarters off of this corner right here. I'm going to come off and I'm going to see that corner. I'm going to make sure that that corner falls off on the go. But I'm going to be ready to hit what we call a hole shot. That if that corner slow plays this and this safety has to try to play over the top to cover the go, I got to be ready to hit that right now. So as we come off, there's Gonzalez right there. Slow plays it. Slow plays it. He comes off right here. But Stidham's already off of this. You see, we don't have anything right here. They've matched to everything else. Should be either throwing this and putting it on his body and beating the corner with the throw, or with the corner hesitating, take your go shot. Just lay it up there and force this safety to have to come from an inside position and go get it. You see how hard that's going to be for him? Whether you're going to drive that throw or not, I'm going to see the slow play. I'm either going to put it on his body right now off the corner, or I'm going to be ready to lay that go up, and that's going to be my best opportunity against quarters. Nothing here. Go make a positive play again. I like it. Okay, nothing happening for him beyond that first read. I'm going to go run it and pick up a couple. Okay, thought this was a huge, huge play in the game. Okay, so this is the third down. They're going to go for it on fourth down. Everybody knows they didn't get it on fourth down, but they're going to go for it here, or they've got it on third down right here. All right, so what I see is I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. Okay, so I'm assuming they're going to go 5 on 5. Okay, the back is going to be responsible for that guy there, or probably this guy here on the outside, either one of those edge guys. Okay, so they're going to bring the edge, okay? He's going to go there. They're going to bring this edge too, okay? So we're going blitz 0, okay? The straight man-to-man coverage here, and this guy's going to be an extra guy. So basically, I'm hot here as a quarterback, okay? So I talk about it every week. Pressure plan, pressure plan, pressure plan. Always have a pressure plan, okay? So here's what we see on this particular play, okay? We're going to have this, we're going to have this, and this, and then right here, we're going to have a choice route over to this side. Okay, we get pressure, you get man-to-man. There's your quick throw. That's the quick throw you have. Watch this. Boom, right there. There's the throw. okay? So they're coming. We're hot. There's the throw right there. That throw, look at these guys. They're trying to combo this. So now this guy's trying to come off on the outside guy. You hit that right there, and we've got a window. We at least have a first down without a doubt. Maybe a touchdown on that play. Quarterbacks, have a pressure plan. Coaches, talk to your quarterbacks about a pressure plan. There's the free hitter. He's in your face. Where is your quick throw? Okay, so he's going to take off and run. Really great job here. It does look like he's going to have the edge and he's going to make this a positive play, but great job by those two guys, specifically that nickel, to chase him down and make the tackle, and he's just short of the line. So again, watch that. Just a great hustle play right here. So he starts to dive inside, and then he has to turn on the jets and chase down Stidham. Really well done. And that little play right there might have saved the game for the Patriots. And I could probably say the opposite. That little play right there might have cost Denver the game. Not in terms of the run, in terms of the pressure package. Hit that quick throw. Know what your pressure answer is. Hit the quick throw, and we're not talking about this fourth down play. Okay? Okay, so now the fourth down play. All right, this is a play that everybody runs. Okay, it's what I call T-naked. Okay, so T-naked. The T is going to go to the flat. We've talked about the naked numerous times. Okay, so we've got a corner. We've got a flat. We're going to have a cross. And then what they're going to do with this guy is they're going to use him kind of like the bullets concept, and he's going to try to get some kind of a rub. So again, I don't like it when you go out of your way for a rub, but we're trying to get man-to-man. We're trying to spring this back open in the flat, and so he's going to look for a rub right here, and then he's going to run a hook back behind it. To me, the whole key on this play, okay, the whole key on this play, because you're getting all these guys out to the front side, is you have to block the edge for the quarterback. You have to block the edge for the quarterback, okay? So what they end up doing is they run the corner here. They block the fullback on this guy, okay? I don't want that guy blocked, okay? Why is that, Kurt? Because I want to come out here and I want to seal the edge, so I give my quarterback the edge, because then what that does is it allows him to use his legs as an option, okay? We seal the edge, so if this fullback comes down and seals this edge right here, okay, we're going to have a hook, we're going to have a flat, and then we're going to have the possibility of Jarrett Stidham using his legs right there off of what they do, okay? So I just want you to watch how this plays out. First problem right there. We don't seal the edge. This guy blows it all up right off the bat, okay? So you see he's trying to create a rub right here. He doesn't really get the rub instead of just running through him, okay? And now you're going to see the hook pops open late, but we have no time because of the pressure right there. Seal the edge. Come down and seal the edge. See if we can get this guy to step down. And again, I don't know how it plays out, but we want to seal and give the quarterback the opportunity. So if either of these guys go running out here to cover the flat, maybe both of them do, now I can at least threaten that guy with my legs if I'm Jarrett Stidham. Once we take away his option to run by not blocking the edge and allowing that guy to come up the field, now we're screwed. Now we've got nothing. I got no time to be able to watch this develop, because again, this is going to come open and he's probably going to have a first down right there. Maybe it's even a quick shallow on the backside if he's got time to do that. And you always want to make sure that the quarterback's legs become another option. As much as you're overloading that side, come up and make sure that you've got that option, right? So what if we just come down here and then this guy out here comes down on this linebacker here, and then we run the flat, okay? So we do that and we seal the edge, okay? Even if this guy goes and covers the flat, okay, we've sealed all that, and then this guy runs the hook, and Jarrett Stidham has his legs. Now he can mess with one of those guys in terms of, do I throw the hook? Do I run it? I mess with them, and we've got an opportunity here. They don't do that. They leave the edge free, and right there, game over. Game over unless it's just a perfect play and we win. And you see, like even with all of that, okay? If this guy chases his man inside and he chases him or holds him right there, it's tough for them to get through to this, but they do a nice job of passing it off, but we don't really give ourselves any options here. It's got to be the first one. It's not the first one. They come off. They've seen a lot of teams run this. Nice play defensively to shut them down. Okay, another tough one right here. We're going to run the slant flat to this side. Okay, I like the read. It's what we want to do. We want to read off of this guy right here. Okay, so he moves. Okay, he moves that way. Should have this slant right here. Cortland Sutton comes off of this and trips a little bit. Jared's a little bit behind him on the throw. So just another missed opportunity. A lot of missed opportunities in this game that could have changed the complexion. Now back behind him, right? Catch, boom, right there. We move the chains. Back behind him, we don't get it. Okay, nice job right here. Okay, so this is tough because we're running kind of an in or a post here, and then we're coming off of this and we're running it out. This out is open, but it's really tough with this spacing. I would like the out to go behind the in or the post because you see right there, like this is what Jared's looking at right here. And although this is open and we've got space there, I don't like the way that this is dispersed. I would love to see Cortland go first and then come off of this and then run the out. So all that's cleared out. So the vision of Jared is clear because you see it coming. He's got an opportunity for it right there, but it's cloudy. I get it. Nice job here of settling back in. Early in the game, he wasn't settling here. Set, up, runs to move, but reset, back in here. Got a little shallow route right here. Nice job. Reset your feet, put the shallow right in front of him, able to turn the corner and get a first down. All right, so the disastrous play right here. And I really don't know what this play is, okay? So I thought initially they were trying to set up a screen, but they're not because the offensive linemen aren't going there. So I'm wondering if they're trying to run what we call kind of a T-sneak, okay? So trying to get this guy to sneak back through here in man and create some interference. So let's just watch that side of it. If you think maybe that's the case, but I mean, the back's making a play fake here. Somebody told me they thought the back, messed up the call, which, could be a possibility. Maybe they messed up the call. I'm not sure what he's supposed to do and where he's going or even what Jared is expecting right here. Because, again, nobody's doing anything. So I don't know if he's expecting this guy to leak out this way or what. I'm just not sure right there. But the other factor here is, again, hot plan. Watch this tight end right here. They're going to bring pressure once again. Okay, so there's the pressure. All right, we got an extra free hitter coming to this side. And again, this could all be because there was a mess up here and we expected something different there. I'm just not sure what it was. But pressure, have a pressure plan. Oh, that guy's coming. I'm going to throw into pressure and I'm going to complete this to the tight end right here. First down's right there. We got an opportunity to get the first down by just taking a hot. See the tight end's looking right there. Put it on him. Put it on him. Let him turn the corner. Let him get the first down right there. And instead, again, I'm not putting this all on Jared in terms of what was going on and if the back messed this up. But bottom line is just can't make a bad play worse. You know you've got pressure. You know you've got hot coming off that side. Find a way to throw this football away. Throw it at the back's feet right now. Buy some of my time, get outside the tackle and just throw it away down the field. Just, you got to live for another day knowing we've got pressure. You got pressure. You know they're coming. You saw it to the front side. You didn't take the hot. You want the backside. Throw it away. Throw it away. Throw it away. And again, I still don't understand this ruling. I thought it was a fumble. I thought the ball came out before he moved forward. I don't understand this ruling of if they call it a backward pass because it got tipped by the defender. And so how do they know if it's getting tipped that this is a backward pass and where the throw is going? Yeah, if I'm throwing a ball and it comes out of my hand and somebody tips it and it goes backwards, it's not a backward pass. It's based on where the ball is going. So I was a little bit confused on this ruling, even though I thought it was a fumble and thought it should be the Patriots' ball. From what I heard, and I was calling the other game, so I didn't get a chance to watch this and hear the commentary, but what I heard, they called this a backward pass, and I just didn't understand how that plays out and how they determine it's a backward pass based on the hand of the quarterback. But another detrimental play to the Broncos in this game, and again, another hot pressure situation. You don't do something right against pressure, it costs team every single week. I say it. Have a pressure plan, have a pressure plan, have a pressure plan. We've seen 2 plays that have cost them already 7 points on one end and probably at least 3 points, if not 7 points, on the other end. Could be the difference in the game off of those 2 pressure situations. Okay, so here we're going to run, it's a concept that I call corner. So it's a corner in and out. Then we're going to run a deep curl right here. And then we're going to run what I call a sled combination. Okay, the sled is a swing lead. Okay, so we're going to lead block for the swing by the back. Okay, so I'm guessing pure progression, 1, 2, 3, 4. Another problem I have with pure progression, I talk about it all the time, is it forces quarterbacks to go too fast. When you have to start on one side and then try to get back to the other side and verify what's going on, you go too fast and often you miss things that are out there and miss things that I think if you go straight to the concept. So here, when I see this in an outside, an off leverage corner, I don't really like this. I like this high-low over here, when I get cover 2. Now, I don't mind if he comes out and alerts this and says, hey, if I can get leverage on that outside linebacker, go ahead and take that. But if I don't, then get right back to the read on the front side. Kurt, what's the read on the front side? When I've got a corner off look, okay, so realize again, we've got a sled. So we've got 2 guys over there. We got a lead blocker and we've got a back. So who am I going to read? I'm going to read the number 2 underneath defender. 1, 2. I'm going to read him. Why? Because if he stays tucked inside to take away the curl, then I've got the advantage off the number 1 defender because I got a lead blocker with a back. If number 2 pushes to cover the swing, okay, so I got 2 defenders covering the swing and the lead. Now my advantage comes back here, okay? So he looks to the right, okay, but he's off quick. He's off quick enough, okay? I like it. But again, pure progression, don't know what's going on over there because I'm looking this side first. What do? Look at number 2. Number 2 goes there. If he can just simply get back and settle and read this, there's the throw. There's the throw on the curl. Big shot right down the field. Instead, this all gets jumbled up here because he doesn't really have a chance to read it. He's just trying to get a completion because he read the other side first. And now it becomes run around. And I think we're all just panicking a little bit here because of the last play and the fumble. Nice job throwing this away and finding it. But there's opportunities out there. There was opportunities out there to make these plays. And again, I don't want to put it all on Jarrett Stidham knowing that he hasn't played a lot. But in these kind of moments, you got to play the game. The backup quarterback, and it's why he's here for the reason. And there's a lot of opportunities out there that have been missed. Okay, love the play call right here. Okay, so kind of similar to what we saw before. Okay, so it's this. We'll run this back here. We got the little hook, so got the opportunity for the out like he had earlier. This time, they run a little angle or choice route back here with the back. So he's got the out if he wants it. Decides to go back here to the little choice route. Nice job by the back. Winning inside. Good decisive throw. Ball's right on him. Another first down. So you see in this game, like the Broncos moved the ball fairly well at times, had opportunities to move the ball at other times, and that's always, I think, the frustrating part of these games and why we often say, And again, this doesn't take anything away from New England. They played a good game. They made the plays they needed to make. But there were opportunities out there that you could say the Broncos lost this game as much as New England won this game because they missed opportunities that were available to them, or they made bad plays worse. And again, that's all credit to New England, right? Giving different looks, forcing them into bad plays, all that stuff. But I like to look at things from an offensive standpoint and go, what could I have done differently? Were there opportunities for me out there? And I believe there was. Here's another one. Okay, so I already talked about it one time with the Cortland Sutton play. When guys are in press man, you have got to hold the ball a little bit longer as a quarterback and let your guys separate from the man coverage before you throw it. If they're contacted and you try to anticipate and throw the football, what happens is they come off late. They don't come off quite as fast. They can't get their eyes turned around as the same way they would against zone because they're fighting off a defender. And here it is, right? So Jared Stidham is throwing this. And I love the decision. They're running a little cross here, an influence, an in route. I'm not sure what this is termed here. But you see all the space. This is going to be an open throw. And I get it. He's got pressure coming. But you got to just buy a little bit of time, okay, and give it just an extra tick for him to get off. Because again, you see right there, he's turning his head right now, and because he's getting off the press, the ball's there. He's got no chance to react to it. And so again, we got another opportunity right here. And some of this, again, can always be about the drop. Get a deeper drop. Time up your drop. Jared Stidham is already set to throw this, and now he starts feeling pressure. Now he starts feeling anxious that he has to throw it. Always want to time up our drop with the route. May have to be a little bit longer if you got press man. You may have to buy a little extra time, but an opportunity there to get this throw just a little bit quick on it. And again, maybe it's on the receiver. Maybe the receiver is a little bit slow getting out of man with his depth. That could easily be the issue too. But you always got to give the receiver a tick to come off of pressure, come off of tight man-to-man coverage, that bump, to get his head turned and find the football. Okay, no chance right here. Okay, trying to get a mesh concept here with the dig. It's a man-to-man concept. New England goes zone here. Plus, they lose up front right now. Nothing that they can do on this particular play. Just a sack right there. Puts them into 3rd and long, right? They're just playing back. Good job. Just drop it down. Take what you can get. Play the field position game. Good job there. Okay. Good job again here, looking to get man-to-man coverage. Okay. Don't have a lot of options, but they're going to run a shallow and then a nice little sneak here by the back. So we're trying to get a rub, kind of like the mesh concept, trying to get a rub for the backs guy right here. Good job. Not a lot happening. Get it to your back right there. Back does a nice job of making one miss. Turning the corner, and once again, well into New England territory. Get into field goal range. Okay, try some sort of special play here. Not sure what they're going for here. It's this, and then it's a cross. So not much happening with the roll here. Again, some sort of special play here. I'm not sure what they're looking to get, what they're trying to get here, but nothing open. Okay, just throw it away. Good decision right there. We got a special play. If it doesn't pop open in this type of situation, just throw it away. Don't lose yards. Okay, I like this right here. And now have a pressure option. Okay, so they've got an out and a go, and they've got a quick out. Okay, now there is absolutely nothing wrong with him taking this and getting the completion here. Okay, so it's a hot throw, get it out, get a completion, beat the pressure with it, no problem whatsoever. okay? But quarterbacks, coaches, if you're watching, okay? Now, don't pass that up if you don't like the look to the front side. But if they're going to go blitz zero here, I like this front side look to this out a little bit better. Why, Kurt? Why do you like it better? Because a quick out is normally going to catch it and get tackled and go right out of bounds, okay? So look right here. We're going to catch it. Good decision. Okay, boom, out of bounds. Okay, so again, we're getting a completion. We're getting out of bounds. We're stopping the clock. All that stuff's fine. But look down at the bottom, okay? Because of the look that we have here and the fact that he's clearing out, if we can get this ball to this guy quickly, he's got a better chance to turn and get the first down, okay? So you have the option. I should have looked at the exact situation here. Did they have timeouts left? I want to say in this situation they had like 25 seconds left. So I think they had plenty of time to complete, even if the guy stayed in bounds trying to get the first down, to complete that and get up and spike it and make it a closer field goal attempt if that's the situation, okay? But you take the out, nothing wrong with that. You're picking up 5 yards, you're stopping the clock on the outside, okay? But I like the one down on the bottom better because, I mean, just look at the situation. All the space, this guy's now got a great opportunity to make a play. And I know that guy is going to have the better run after catch possibility, gain more yards, make it a closer field goal opportunity than the guy running the quick out. But again, this is not a negative. He's beating the pressure. He's got a plan. He's getting it out. He's moving the yards. All that stuff good. And so those other things, right, are just big picture things to talk about and to think about and to consider. And again, tough situation for Jarrett Stidham, but that's to me a coaching point for other guys and coaches that are in those areas to think about all those different scenarios. Okay, so this is a play. They end up losing a couple yards and then they end up missing a field goal here at the end of the half. I mean, I don't know. You guys tell me, what are we doing here? Okay, so we're going to run a hook. We're going to run this guy here. We're going to run this guy here. This guy is going to kind of lollygag over there. Like, what do we think we're trying to do here with this particular play? Like, who's my primary on this particular play? And are we rolling? I mean, maybe we're not rolling here. Okay, maybe he's supposed to just run a drop back, and now everybody's just adjusting to this. But again, I don't know. Everybody's kind of going into each other. Nobody's running a definitive route. I don't see where the player conflict is here. And I mean, this is a situation to get closer and, you know, put yourself in great field goal range for something. Now he ends up running. He ends up losing a couple yards instead of just throwing it away right here, because that's the other thing. Okay? If I don't think I can gain any yards and I'm close to the end of the half, just throw the football away. Stop the clock as soon as you can in case you want another play. Obviously, it's third down, so you're probably not going for it. You're probably kicking it anyways, but definitely don't want to lose any yardage at all if I can help it. So after that scenario, okay, we lost a couple yards there. We throw the quick out instead of the out, which could have made a difference. Maybe it doesn't make a difference. I'm not really sure. But we end up missing a field goal there. Okay, so now we're getting into the second half. We know what happens weather-wise in the second half. Okay, so this one we're just going to run the all-go. So we've seen this all-go concept a couple times here and then the back. Okay, so cover two high safeties. We want to read that circled Mike linebacker. He opens to this side down here. We want to try to rip the seam there to that side, read the 2-on-1. Okay, do you got the seam? No, he doesn't. This guy carries, don't like it, good job. Dump it down to your back, makes the right play, get a positive play, got to catch the ball. Got to catch the ball. Got to help your quarterback out, catch the ball, put us in a third and short situation. Okay, so that keeps us in a third and long situation. Okay, weather's getting bad, playing more conservative here, just throwing it out to the receiver, and we're going to put it away and try to play field position. Okay, now we get it back, right? That was like our only possession in the third quarter. Credit to New England to own the clock in the third quarter. And so that's really the only possession. So now we're in the fourth quarter. And now, again, I know nobody likes my take that I don't like weather like this because I just don't think it allows the players to be their best and to dictate the outcome of the game. I had a bunch of people that once the tide turned like this, they said, this game's going to end 10-7, isn't it? Nobody's going to do anything else offensively the rest of the game because of the weather. And that's exactly what happened. Nobody could really do anything offensively. Okay, we throw a little screen here. Again, you're just trying to create some offense because guys have trouble standing up. Guys have trouble cutting. We have trouble throwing the ball down the field. So it's a couple yards right there. Okay, we try a little rub play right here. Nice job by New England. We're going to try to create a rub right here and then, go up over the top. Okay, so watch how they try to create a rub. So again, this is what I hate. This is what I hate. He goes out of his way to try to create the rub. Don't go out of your way to create the rub. What do we want on a rub? Okay, when we're doing this, yes, we'd like to hit that guy and open up this wheel route or shoot route, so he's wide open. But what we really want is we want this guy to go high. Okay, so we want you to run at the high shoulder of this guy here because what I really want is this guy to have to be forced to drop underneath and cover underneath so I can throw the ball up and over. What I don't want is him to run up over the top and play this. So when you run right at him, look at the receiver. He's running right at him right there. Like his first angle, don't do it. Run high. Run high of him, knowing that he's going to push up, and I don't want him to get over the top. Force him to have to fight underneath us and fight through the two of us. You go right at him, he just runs over the top. Great defensive play. We try to throw a little bit of a back shoulder here, and maybe it should have been caught. The defender plays it pretty well. Ball should probably be a little bit more outside because this guy's running over the top. Keep it on his outside shoulder there. But once again, I think the route details affect this. This guy's only thinking about getting through this guy. When we run right at a guy, they're going to move. Defenders are going to move. They're not going to stay in the same spot. So let's play to what we want. Keep it up high a little bit more. As I go high, and if I feel this guy come off, I can slow down my route a little bit and force him to kind of slow play through it. But what I don't want him to do is that. I do not want to let him get over the top of me. I can't let him get over the top of me. Worst case scenario, again, it's a match right here. He's on the inside hip of this guy, and it gives me the throw, outside go throw over the top. What I don't want is this right here where he beats us to the spot, and I got to throw it through him to get a completion. Okay, another play action. Again, nothing happening here for Stidham. Not going to blame him here. This guy gets jammed here. Looks like they're going for a double post combination. There's absolutely nothing going on for him on this play. He gets out here. Just again, nothing going. Just get out, throw it away. Good job. Going with the empty set. Got to be ready for pressure. Okay, so we had this earlier in the game where we threw this and it almost was a touchdown right here. They're walking up showing the blitz zero look again. I don't know if he checked to it. I don't know if these guys heard it. I don't know if it was the same check because every one of these guys jumps all over this. But maybe they were just expecting it because they ran it earlier. Okay, they run a little screen over to this side. Okay, so that's a possibility over there. But I see exactly why Jarrett Stidham throws it up top, right? And not going to be one of those guys that says, oh, he should have thrown it here because they blew it up. Everything here says these guys are all down. We got 3 or 2 blockers out here. We've got space. Everything really does say throw it there. But it's a good job. I think this is Chase on here and a good job by the corner here that once they see the catch right there, look at them. They have a beat on this. He's looking at the quarterback in there. He's looking at the quarterback getting there. Don't really have anything. But again, they're also playing the fact that, we're in the snow. Haven't been able to throw the ball down the field. Man, everybody jumps it. Dangerous throw across the board. Good thing that wasn't disastrous. But again, here's where the weather, just not opportunities to be able to get the ball down the field. Okay, so here they're going to run, I think similar to what they ran before. It's kind of a double in concept, and then a hook right here, and I guess they're running a shallow into it as well. I think this guy turns and breaks out there. So we see this. What we really like is if they go one high against man, we'd like to try to get this separating right here, but this back safety does a nice job of kind of doubling this, and then this guy understands that, lets the safety take him. He falls off into the in on the outside, so really they play it pretty well right there. There's really just nothing going for Stidham right here, matched across the board. Guys can't really run and separate. Okay, tries to make a completion, maybe makes a completion right there for a few yards, but just not a lot going in terms of concepts and open guys on this particular play. That was a third down. They had to punt, but okay, now we get the ball back and we're in great shape right here. Okay, so again, can't really throw the ball down the field much. Little bubble screen. Guys aren't able to move, can't cut, throw it. Don't really gain anything right there. Okay, so once again, tough look right here. We've got this up over the top, and I think we got another in right there. Okay, so once again, we get man-to-man coverage. I like to look to this spot over here. Let everybody else disappear. Maybe this is this a screen here? Oh yeah, this is the one they're trying to throw a screen. My bad. Okay, just trying to clear it out. Okay. Not fully sure why you're bringing this guy over here on a screen. Why not just keep him to the front side so you don't bring extra guys to the party? But nonetheless, trying to throw, it looks like a screen right there. Doesn't have it. Nice job. Tuck it in. Go get what you can get. Get a positive play. Set up a closer field goal. This is a field goal that ends up getting blocked. So I think now we're down to our last possession here in the snow. Okay, so not really sure here. Okay, so we've got a cross, we've got a go, and then it looks like when you watch Jared's body language, it looks like he wants to throw a go over here. But this receiver goes inside for some reason. Now, I could be wrong. Like, look, he wants to, look how he's setting. Like, he's big hitch, setting to throw it. Why are you going inside if this is a go route? Could be wrong. Maybe it's not a go route. Maybe it's a post. But just based off the body language, I'm not sure. So this could easily be, okay, this could easily be post, over, flat. Okay, it could be all of that. I don't know why he would be thinking post there with the safety back here. So I'm not really sure why the body language of Stidham, kind of tips his shoulders like, I'm going to throw it deep. If that's the case. So not really sure what happened on the outside. But either way, okay, get down and get to this guy right here. Okay, you don't have it. Free safety, high. He runs the wrong route. Whatever happens, get down to that flat defender. Throw it right there. Okay, he ends up shoveling it right here instead of just throwing it. So the shovel, okay, it just takes too long to get there. Now we get no positive yards right there. He's waiting on it and tackle. Can't get going again. All right. So, I don't know. So it's almost like they come back with the exact same play or same thought over here. So this guy went inside the last time. Okay. This time he goes outside. Okay. Jared was going to throw it to him last time. Didn't. Now comes back and throws the ball more inside on this one. Was he expecting something different? Okay. There. But the way he throws it like a go route, leaves it way up inside. Okay, so here's another one. I don't know why, unless we're told just to throw it up. This guy's really soft. Okay, it's their best corner. He's really soft. They're bringing pressure. Just work to your crosser. I've been talking about the crossers when you get man-to-man. Patriots have played it well up to this point, but come back. If you like the go, take it. But with this corner just bailing in the snow, 3rd and long, like not a relationship that we want. Here comes an opportunity. Now, step up. But I mean, got a shot right there on the crosser. A lot of space, possibly to get the first down. Instead, we're just kind of throwing a Hail Mary. And again, just position of this inside. Again, I don't know if it's snow, conditions, all that affected it. But almost looked like a couple miscommunications on the last couple. Or just not a great throw right here by Jared. Turns into interception, and that finishes the game right there. So you look at that game right there, and there was a lot of opportunities for this team. Not late in the game when the conditions happened. There wasn't really much happening, but there were some opportunities in this game that the Broncos missed. I thought some details that really hurt them in this game. And in a tight game like that, as Sean Payton said, there's going to be some second guessing. And I'm sure a bunch of guys are wondering, oh man, we could have had that. We very easily could have won that football game. And you see on the tape there, I agree. A lot of stuff out there for them to take, just not able to hit them, and stuff that cost them the game.